Good day everyone. Today we look at this model bicycle that looks like a Scots Park RC900, as you can see in the image in the background on the screen. The colors correspond quite well. There is no name branding on the model, but the font, maybe not the font so much, but the color really corresponds. Let's look at the next image. This is a second-hand one on an advert, by the way. And there you can see there's only one cable, or the brake line, from the right hand lever on the handlebar. And our model corresponds well. There's our one brake line, and the gear cable is on the left handlebar, or the left handle. Back to the real one on the advert. Okay, that's the front shock control. Don't think our model has much on that. And the chain ring, that should be a SRAM. The model's chain ring look a little bit different. Maybe it's an aftermarket one. Play. Now the real one doesn't have any writing on the rear frame. There we have the Scott logo on the real one, and the Scott writing on the lower tube. The angle looks more or less the same. Again, our model doesn't have the Scott logo, but there is something there. It looks kind of like a logo of a mountain. Very suitable. And the front shock on the real one looks like rock shocks. Yes, it is indeed rock shocks. Again, no branding on the model, only fork that is in the same font and style as the RockShox logo, MTB. Let's look at that axle. Put it up. Maybe that's an aftermarket one on the real one, not sure. But the model's got quite a big up there, very tough one. Again, just the drivetrain. By the way, the derailleur at the back is a SRAM, on the real one at least. And there we have some writing on the tail part of the frame, but on the model it's on the horizontal bar. I think it looks better on the horizontal bar anyway. Now the color comparison, it looks like the model just receives more light. If we cover it a little bit, the colors look exactly the same. Color of the writing as well, but no branding on the model. Integrated rear shocks. The rear shock, by the way, is also a rock shock. There's not much to say about the saddle because that could easily be an aftermarket item, but they look quite exactly the same. Branding on the upper tube of the real bike, Spark. On the model it's a lot of yellow writing or patterns. Also no branding. 25. I think it's quite cool. Maybe like a 25-hour day. Okay, that's just a big zoomed image of the top bar, and back to the main image. There's our SRAM. And as shown in the previous video, the shocks work. One by 12 drivetrain.